What's up, guys? Welcome back to That Bothers Me. Santino, how the hell are you?
If you keep saying that, that's like your favorite bullshit.
That's the intro, dog. You can't ruin it.
Half Indian, half Italian.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess,
I don't know the words.
I still believe.
Dude,
That's fucking high. That's up there, dude.
that's like, who is that?
That's a good question. My loneliness is killing me. Who is that?
I don't know.
Wow. I remember that song from back in the day, but I think it's from TikTok.
Well, that's not what it's from.
Well, no shit. I just heard it recently from there. That's why I was singing it.
Oh,
it was in my
Donnie.
noggin. You know when you get a head, you get a head stuck in the knot. What?
I go to sleep right now.
I
Every video, we're wearing the same color shirt, and it's bothering me.
Dude, this is like one of my favorite shirts. You know when you have like a favorite shirt you rock? It's whiskey made me do it.
But it's either you're wearing a white shirt, I wear a white shirt.
I gotta put this chair down a little bit. Like,
He's got my looked up fools right here.
dog. I just like
went
down a little bit. Went all the way down, dog.
Little Rider?
How was your second day of jam sessions at PCC?
Boring. It's the same thing. I don't want to talk about it because it's boring, Donnie. What did you do today? Something more exciting than mine?
No, actually, same old shit. Worked out, did a little studying for my real estate class.
How's that going?
It's actually going well. I have one more class to take, and then I can actually take the exam.
How many questions is this test?
It's 150 questions, and I think it's like 3 hours and 15 minutes or some shit.
Math?
I'm sure there's some type of math regarding like numbers on like loans and mortgages and
That blows.
interest rates and shit. But for the most part, it's like principal stuff. So it's like terms and all that jazz.
Like the laws and stuff?
Yeah, all the laws, dog.
I don't do. You've had those books for so long.
I know. I
It's
just
been
kind of
like
put it
2
off,
years.
dude. Like with everything going on, just, you get caught up.
That's a good song.
Caught up. I'm a feeling caught up.
It's already a song?
I don't know what it is, but this thing's got me twisted.
It's already a song?
Yeah, do you know that song?
I don't know that song. That's why
Wow,
I did
Santino.
not know.
So
Donnie's, before you continue, Donnie's not allowing me to have any devices here.
So yeah, I think we can pull them out sometimes, but
He
sometimes
yells
the
at me.
devices get a little too distracted.
He gets yelling at me, so I have to put it over there every time.
He gets yelled at me.
Don't.
The
don't
fuck?
right now.
What?
Don't.
Don't.
That's another song from TikTok. I'm waiting for that shit to get banned, so...
It's not going to get banned. All right, we already talked about it.
Don't give me that
Microsoft
bullshit.
is buying it out, and then it's going to be Beastosis.
Beastiosis. All right, what were you going to say? Continue on forward.
Well, last episode, we're going to look up some topics to talk about, and I think you've come up with a couple
I
that we
did,
can
because
discuss on this thing.
I think on last episode, we did BuzzFeed quiz, and it said you're a girl or something like that, along those lines.
Okay, no, you picked the wrong question referring to women, and then you asked me all of them and said, oh, I would look good in ankle boots.
That's fun. I
The
like
fuck are
boots.
ankle boots?
I don't know. Dude, what are ankle boots? You just cut the shit off at the ankle? Your calf is not
Yeah, I guess so.
cold?
Your calf is not cold.
You know what boots are made for, right?
Dude, I keep doing this with my face. I'm thinking I have a beard, and I don't.
You don't have one.
Well, when you're so used to it, I've had one during the first part of quarantine for like months.
I watched the vlog the other day when we went surfing. That shit was freaking like... That was caveman beard,
Dude, I was lumberjack.
That was like, I'm gonna build some shit. That was a little too much.
So then I shaved it off because I auditioned for, La Voz. The voice.
La boca?
It's Voz, I think.
Well, you didn't make it. So,
Wow.
I didn't even get called back
Wow.
once.
That's
so don't
true.
give me. So don't.
Don't. We're
Don't
peeking in this
give
fucking
me.
shit all the time. We're like building mountains whenever we record this podcast. Like, we have waveforms here on the computer that tell us how loud we're speaking into these microphones.
Building mountains.
And we got fucking peaks and valleys going.
It's pretty loud because if I
Right
go
now
like
we're
this,
in San Gabriel Valley, but
if I go like this,
we're about to go to fucking Mount Everest pretty soon.
Oh.
Okay, that's pleasant.
Dude, look at that shit.
Yeah, it's a fucking mountain.
That's fun.
Congratulations. Anyways, whoa.
Adieu. Go.
Adieu and to you.
What does adieu mean?
I don't know.
It's
Like, you know when like fucking Shakespeare, when you read Shakespeare in school?
Furthermore,
It's like they use some weird ass shit.
henceforth, squire, like that shit.
Like Romeo.
You have like to.
Lay downeth your hair. Like, what the fuck is downeth? It's down, bro.
Would you like to quarrel, sir? They do that in your face sometimes. Oh, sire.
See, I can't even do that accent, but when you do it, you have to drop your jaw.
Sire.
Did you like reading Shakespeare in school?
Shakespeare, I will go find Shakespeare's grave, dig him up, slap him across the face.
Dude, okay, I'm sure for his time, that guy was a genius.
Dude, nobody likes Shakespeare. Nobody likes Shakespeare.
Dude, they all talk like that, though.
Who?
I don't know, the people of that time.
What if they didn't, but that's what you...
Okay.
What if they didn't, but that's only in the book, so that's what you think?
So that's like, if I write a book right now, I'm going to speak in freaking like a different...
Yeah, and what if everybody in what if everybody in 4036 thinks that you always talk like that? Because you can just write a book that's like... And they're like, oh my god, this is so heartwarming, this story.
Yeah, dude, it's so... What we just said was...
Do you remember when you're little and you're like in public? African click clack? Bile.
Dude, that's crazy how they can communicate like that.
Well, it's like with anything. Sounds. Freaking cavemen.
Oh.
And then they're like, no, Sally, you're not eating that right now. It's cavemen.
There's some names now that you can't name your kid.
Deborah.
Like, there's just some, like, names, like, that you're like, yeah, those were used back in the day, but not anymore.
Well, it's like you're not going to name your, like, daughter. Like, I couldn't imagine my daughter being named, like, what's, like, a old lady name?
That's what I'm trying to think. I come across them all the time. I'm like, wow, that's an old name.
Like,
But they have some, like, interesting names now. It's like Traxler.
North Star.
It's like the moon shine bright.
Green Ember. Imagine naming your
south,
daughter.
the south side of the moon.
Green Ember. This is Green Ember. It's like, dude, what is her name? I like naming girls with dude names sometimes. Like have a daughter named Tony.
So like Taylor can go both ways.
But having have a daughter named Tony. I feel like that's cool.
Yeah. So there's like Taylor, there's Sean.
No, I've never.
You've never heard.
Oh.
You've never heard.
I was thinking of the opposite spelling.
Oh yeah. Because you could spell it different. Well, there's people that are named Don.
Yeah.
They spell it D-A-W-N if they're a chick. If they're a guy, like your boy D-Hill.
That's like dawn. It's dusk.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
But
let's watch the sunrise and sunset.
That's where I draw a line. I'm annoying you with these, aren't I?
A little bit. I'm about to chuck those logos.
I should not have allowment.
Dude, I always fidget with this fucking cable over here.
Because sometimes you gotta touch shit.
It's got fidgety.
Just go like this.
Okay, but back to this whole Shakespeare bullshit. Like back in the those days, like there's some famous artists that painted some like cool stuff, and then there's some artists that paint like I don't know
like
what
you
the
just shit
fuck
on a canvas,
and it's like I don't know how that's art.
Well, it's like it's first of all, like the Mona Lisa and shit. That's beast.
Well, yeah, okay. I think if you're painting a portrait of someone, that's fucking hard to do.
Yeah, well, that back then, that's the only thing they had. So all those like old, like, that was all painted. There's no cameras.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how it's that realistic.
But I think someone that can paint a picture of you is really talented.
Yeah, but then you get to, what's that called? What's that, like?
Abstract bullshit?
No, yeah, but it's like that movement where it's like, not abstract. Is it Impressionism? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to art.
I don't know, but
all I know is if I take a blue freaking bottle of paint and I throw it off the roof and it lands on a piece of white canvas,
$5,000.
I'm marketing it up. That doesn't make sense to me. What gives that kind of art value?
I don't understand it either. There's some art in like these galleries that looks like someone just fucking mixed paint in a bucket and then they just tossed it.
And then they look at it and they're like, oh my God.
Like, honestly, I think I can go back from 2nd and 3rd grade
and do
some
better.
of my paintings and present them and be like, dude, look at this work. And they'd be like, oh my gosh, like the design.
The design is so
it just speaks to you. The colors.
It speaks to me. But what about like what gives
it's
it
an expression of the feelings?
I don't even understand like what gives.
Like, I get if you're okay. Listen,
but why would you pay? It doesn't matter what kind of art. Why pay that much? Like, what makes it $4,000? I mean, $4 million.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, listen to this. So, like, for instance, my grandma used to have this painting. It was so beast. It was back in the day when she first moved over in Pasadena, and they painted a portrait of her house.
That's beast.
Like, it was so sick, and it was so detailed. That's like, you can hang up in your house and like, dude, this is my house. Someone painted it. Like, it was pretty beast. But that's you could see kind of how it changed over the years because they like maybe changed the landscaping a little bit and stuff like that. Took a tree out, but it's like the
original house.
That's cool. Like when people paint sceneries.
Well, that's cool, like landscapes and stuff. But when it's just like shit on a thing.
Yeah, it's like just like shapes. Like we're in geometry class and they just like pop them on the canvas.
Chuck paint out a thing. I don't understand it personally. Some stuff is cool though, I will say. Some like that abstract stuff is kind of cool.
So you know what's cool? But okay, there's the difference between being cool and being expensive.
But that's the whole reason why I feel like that's the reason why it's expensive. Just to say, this piece of my house is $4 million.
No, but you know what's cool is like when people get a blank white canvas and then they poke a hole in the paint bottle and then they swing it on a pendulum. You know what I'm talking about?
It's cool, but I wouldn't pay more than
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
$5.
No, like it's a cool design to have, but that's what I mean. It's not like expensive.
Yeah.
Or it shouldn't be.
I just never understood why art was so expensive. Like what?
For the most part, I agree with you, but there's some stuff where it's really detailed and intricate.
Well,
and
not
I
just
get that.
Well, not just that. Like that's what I'm saying. The more detailed and intricate. Like that's what I said. Like some of like the paintings, like Leonardo da Vinci and all that stuff. All that like that's like major, and it's from.
I thought you were gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like. But maybe I should go grab my shit from 2nd grade and maybe I'll be in the next Picasso.
Probably. Picasso? Dude, I ate dinner at that Picasso thing in Vegas one time with my friends. There's that like whole Picasso restaurant and it's all his paintings.
Never heard. Like his actual paintings or like replicas?
No, like his actual paintings. There's like a painting there for like $5 million. And it's all in a case and everything.
You know how much the Mona Lisa is though?
No. It's
like, do they have it?
I think it's priceless. I want to say.
Like, they don't have it on auction. They have it in a museum, right? It's in
if that's the original.
But it's in a certain location, right? I forget where.
Well, I feel like it's in Italy.
It might be.
If that's the original.
I don't.
What if it's not the original? Nobody knows, but they.
What
just
if you're
say
not
that.
the original?
I'm OG, dog.
Dude, I go fucking back, dog.
But you know what I mean? Like, even like the Declaration of Independence and all that stuff. What if those stuff that's like in a museum, it's not, and then they have it like somewhere?
I have the Declaration. It's in that drawer.
No, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tom Jeff. He sent it over. He's like, yo, this is for D Hill in the future.
Tom
Jeff. Shut up. Well, Tom.
Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Tom John is.
Tom Jeff.
Tom Jeff?
I call him by the first name basis. What's up, Tom?
John Hancock?
You think they had nicknames for each other back then?
Tommy Boy?
Like freaking Franklin Roosevelt? They're just like,
Yo, Frankie.
what up, Freddy D?
Freddy D! Nobody's gonna say Freddy D.
Well, I don't know why we say Freddy D because it's Roosevelt. Like,
Hey, yo, what's up, Freddy Ah?
what's up, Rosie? Like Roosevelt?
Rosie. That'd be kind of cool if you, like... I feel like, dude, like, you look at pictures and stuff of, like, people who came over, like, the founding fathers.
Like little George Washington?
Like George Washington and stuff like that. And you're like, I wonder how they talked. Like, did they always talk?
I feel like...
Or were they just normal?
Well, because I feel like when they split, like, from... When we came over from England...
Well, obviously they had an accent.
And, like, colony... I feel like they had that type of, like, British... That's where, like, the... I don't know.
Well, obviously they did because they were there.
Well, no shit. But how did we get, like... Here and, like, saw it, like...
Because it's different? Dude, that's actually a good...
But, like, who started that?
What? Just, like, dude,
Like, the way we talk, like, what's up, man? Like, frickin' just out here just getting petted.
Well, who invented German? Like different accents in different places is kind of cool if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, that's in Italy. Like, there's different dialects.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's crazy.
Obviously, I don't know.
Is it obvious, Santino? I didn't know it was obvious.
Because for us, our accent, I feel like Americans' accent is the most plain. Does that make sense?
Because you speak it, bro.
But I feel like it's plain.
No, it's not plain. It's plain to you, but not to other people. Like, you're not going to, hello, mate. Like, it's fucking normal to them. To us, we sound like fucking idiots.
But our accents are like, there's no special.
To you.
But it's not to me.
Well, because you freaking speak it.
No, because there's somebody in Australia talks like this.
And then they think that's normal for them because
they think it's normal. Like but there's more to it than our accent. Our accent is just we pronounce words like it's not.
They pronounce
accent.
words too.
It's not accent. It's accent.
But it's just a different way of, like, you could say that about any language.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying.
You're wrong.
But you don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like, ours is just plain.
You ever eat plain bagels?
Like, with nothing on it? Like, toast it and just eat it dry? No cream
like, you
cheese
just put butter?
It's pretty good sometimes.
I think I like it, though, with cream cheese.
Those onion bagels are kind of good. Poppy seed bagels?
Everything but the bagel? They have that seasoning?
No, I don't like that.
Do you like the everything bagel, though? With, like, a bunch of shit on it?
That.
You've never tried it?
And I've never tried everything but the bagel. That's what you put on avocado toast.
Yeah, it's like all those influencers are like...
Everything but the bagel. Go get it. But, no,
Swipe up. Link in the description.
Wow, made me lose what I was going to say.
Yeah?
Wow. Wow, it was really good, too.
Was it? Mm-hmm. How good was it?
Pretty damn good. Wow, dude.
What? I'm sorry, bro. It's okay.
Whatever. I don't know.
It'll come back to you. You ever do that? I was doing that the other day.
What were we talking about? Bagels?
You ever talking about... I don't know why we talk about bagels.
You know bagels are boiled?
They're boiled?
Yeah.
What do you mean they're boiled?
They're boiled. Bagels are boiled.
Like they have the bread and they boil it.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen like how they're made.
I didn't know
how... You know
how...
that'd be cool on how it's made.
I've always wanted to see how Triscuits were made.
Oh, with like the intricate
weaves,
like weave.
Dude, they're like this.
Like they're fucking weaving baskets.
Underwater basket weaving?
That's what I took that class the last semester of college before I graduated. But you should try it. Underwater basket weaving.
But yeah, bagels are Jewish, right? I feel like.
They could be. Maybe. Yeah, unless they're Greek. No.
They're not Greek. You think Athenos is going to be eating a bagel on the side of the road? No.
Yeah, it's probably
I think
Jewish.
It's Jewish, right?
Yeah.
Like delis, bagel, cream cheese, lox, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they're boiled.
Sometimes I put peanut butter on my bagels too. It's pretty bomb. I gotta adjust this little wind filter. It's fucking bugging me.
What do they say on TikTok. They're like, bacon, egg, and cheese. You gonna be making you bacon, egg, and cheese.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Like, you ever have a bacon, egg, and cheese?
What?
A bacon, egg, and cheese in New York. New York. A bacon, egg, and cheese.
Those are pretty bomb.
Have you? You've been in New York.
I have.
I haven't been in New York.
Dude, New York's crazy. It's like LA, main city on steroids.
On crack cocaine.
Because, like, first off, there's, like, a mix of every single race and nationality there, which is cool because, like, you see a bunch of different people.
The melting pot.
But, like, it's so fucking crowded. And the thing is with New York, you know, like, here people wait for pedestrian signs and lights.
It's just mayhem.
There's no fucking...
It's like India. Have you seen India?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
though.
like...
But they don't have any fucking rules over there.
Have you seen, like, trying to drive? In China, there's a 50-lane freeway that goes down to a 4-lane freeway.
Yeah, that's
the biggest bottleneck in the world, dude.
That's called traffic for days.
50 lanes into a 4-lane. 50 lanes of traffic trying to get on Huntington Drive.
I'll do that.
That's like, you're there for... stupid.
But anyways, back to New York. Like, the taxi drivers, and I guess probably Uber now, it's just a lot of people don't drive. They usually take a subway or they bike or they walk because everything's, like, in vicinities. There's fucking buildings galore.
How is the city that big, or is everything in walking distance?
It's honestly not
is
that
it like
big.
Like Las Vegas? The same kind of size? I mean, obviously it's more.
Yeah, that's actually a good, like, kind of... It's honestly, I think it's like the New York City is probably smaller than Vegas.
Because LA is pretty big, the city.
Yeah.
But you know how
like
Vegas...
LA in general.
Yeah.
Like downtown LA, it's still kind of...
But downtown LA is not really walking distance, right?
It depends where.
Because I know, like, Las Vegas, you walk everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, like, New York is just... It's just different. I don't know. It's just like everybody's really fast. They literally have signs on the sidewalks that say no standing. You can't stand.
Can't stand?
Because especially like when it's either early in the morning or in the evening when people are coming back from work when they're walking and biking, you can't stand or you're going to get fucked.
Wait, you're just going to get smacked over?
Like
they'll knock you over?
When we went, it was in the summer and it was really, really hot. So maybe like as many people weren't out and about and like a lot of people were off of work and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I can imagine, like in the morning,
rush hour or something. But I feel like it's rush hour constantly, though.
Yeah.
Is it just constant, like, just mayhem?
Yeah, it is.
Everybody's, like, in suits and everything?
But, like, when people are walking across the street, the fucking drivers driving around there don't care.
They just hit them, dude.
You gotta, like, watch where you're going or else you're gonna get someone's gonna get hit.
That's crazy. Yep, different lifestyle.
But anyways, talking about Rush Hour, you ever watch Rush Hour?
Is it a movie?
Yeah, with is it you know what I'm talking about. They made a bunch of Rush Hours.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I almost pulled my mic out of the audio.
Oh, he's allowed to go on his phone, but
Dude,
I'm not.
Because sometimes when you're on phones, I at least talk while in
I had
the podcast.
To throw it over there.
I'm sitting here trying to make conversation with the
What's
viewers.
Rush Hour?
You never Rush Hour? With dude, why can't I think of the name? With Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Rush Hour?
Nope.
Wow, you need to watch it. All right, dude, you really need to see that movie though. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I feel like
it's older.
It looks. I feel like it like. If I saw it, it would look familiar.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. There's probably some famous lines from there though that I've heard for sure.
They're funny together. Like they're a good duo. It's funny.
It's pretty good.
You have to watch it. I was gonna ask you something and I totally forgot.
What were you
That's always nice. We always have gardeners.
There's always people.
We got weed whackers.
Weed though.
And freaking blowers. Everything going off while we're recording podcasts all the time.
Talk about movies. Have you ever seen that Interstellar movie?
No.
No?
I told you the last movie I saw in the last 2 years I think it's even more than that. Was Daddy's Home 2 in theaters?
I don't know if we talked about it, but there was this thing on Science Channel the other day, and I was watching it. It's about space.
Space.
Kind of tripped me out, dude. Think about this. They had a theory that Jupiter, when the universe was created.
Are you like an astronomer now? What's going on?
Yes. When the universe was created, okay, the Big Bang happened, correct? And everything shot in different directions, okay? When all these rocks shot, those were the planets, okay? Just imagine that there's the planets there now. They're saying that the Earth, there's 2 layers. There's like 2 segments. There's
You're losing me right now a little bit.
There's 2 segments in the orbit. Does that make sense? In the orbits of the planets.
Yeah, sometimes I have orbit gum. It refreshes my mouth.
Clean it up with orbit.
Okay, continue. No,
okay.
I fucking haven't seen it.
In the orbit, there's the separation of planets. There's inside and outside, okay? Earth inward to the sun is in the sun's ring, okay? Everything beyond the Earth is the ice circle. Listen to this.
Okay.
Scientists say that the Earth is too close to the sun to have this much water to start with. So when the universe was created, we are too close to the sun to have water. It would have evaporated. So they think that Jupiter, over millions of years, shot like ice comets, and they eventually hit Earth, giving us water.
So do you think that's part of God's creation? And like how we, like obviously like a very stereotypical God made Earth in 7 days. That was like one of his ways of adding water to the earth.
What? I believe in the
Well, because I believe God created it. I believe that God created the earth.
Yeah, I do too. I believe that he intended everything to happen the way it did.
But like you're saying about Jupiter spitting out icicles, I think that's one of the ways that he got water onto the earth.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
I'm saying
I don't know anything about it, but
well, that's what they say on the TV. No, but you're talking about like the theories in God creating the world, blah blah.
Yeah.
I believe that everything happened through God's intent.
Yeah, like it was his. Yeah. Like obviously there's space, dude. Sometimes when I think about how much space is out there,
I get scared.
I get a little anxiety.
Because I don't understand. Like, okay, we're in like out of the atmosphere. There's space. What's beyond the space?
I know. I took an astronomy class one time, and it was kind of like tripping me out. It's like it basically like never ends, and it keeps expanding. So like say if these were 2 galaxies or 2 planets, well, not 2 planets, 2 galaxies per se, and the Earth, the space keeps expanding. Like they keep going farther and farther apart.
That's what I'm saying. So if there's,
it's like if you dropped like something like a splash of water, and then like the ripple effect, how it like spreads out
forever.
It just keeps spreading.
But there's walls that hold it back.
No, there's not. It's just like
there's walls that hold it back in like a pool with the ripple.
Well, yeah. Well, no shit.
So listen. If there's that say there's that big
what
bang.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
Just listen. If there's the bang that happens and it's constantly expanding, okay? What's past the expansion? What's on the other side of the expansion?
That's what I mean. It's just like it's just black matter. Like it's nothing.
But what is nothing?
I don't know, Santino. I don't know.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying.
Understand.
You almost shook this table so hard that this thing was almost going to collapse.
Like, what is
this
it?
leg is holding on its last wits. We need a freaking table.
Is there sound in space? No, right? Because there's no air.
Well, there has to be some type of sound. When people communicate with astronauts and they're in space, they can hear.
Well, when they have Houston, this is Apollo 49. This is 40.
Yeah, like I don't know if I can talk. I don't know if I can talk to you.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I've never been to space.
I want to feel what zero gravity feels like. I feel like that's like weird.
I can show you what it feels like.
What are you gonna do?
You ever eat asphalt? You like carpet?
You know when you say that?
You know when you just get pissed at something, you're like, yeah.
You'll be sleeping on the ground.
You like at the beach, you're like, you want to taste sand?
It is, dude. You get pissed. But you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, and like it just gives me a little.
Maybe we're not meant to know.
Little too much anxiety going on.
Maybe we're not meant to know.
For me, I honestly could give two rats' ass. Like some people are interested in it, other people are not.
But what if we're just not meant to know? Like, what if we're not supposed to know?
Dude, Santino, you're just freaking on point tonight.
Like, can you, like, that's like with the ocean, dude. Like, I feel like they say that the ocean is so deep.
Dude, the ocean's a little scary sometimes.
But imagine, like, there's space up there, and then down here there's ocean.
Yeah. And it goes so deep that there's, like, species we've never, like, came across.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine, I want to, hopefully in our lifetime we get deeper. How deep have we gone?
Dude, I went out on a boat one time with my buddies in the middle of the Pacific off of like Newport shores. And then we jumped in. I don't know, dude. It's a little nervous.
But you're not even off the continental shelf yet.
Okay, Santino, I'm not fucking starting getting into like...
I'm just saying.
You haven't gotten into the continental shelf yet.
Well, I'm saying there's that drop off.
Okay, I don't know. It's fucking deep.
Forget it, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to bring some topicals.
Topicals.
Bring some topics in here and I get yelled at.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just saying, like, even if I didn't get past the continental shelf and I jumped in the water, that shit's fucking scary because you don't know what's under you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like it.
Like, so even like when we're surfing, like I'm like in the waves, dude.
But
I'm
you're
just
not
paddling,
deep.
and you're not like super deep. But once you start getting out there, that's like the other day when we were swimming with dolphins.
That was deep. Okay, but Balboa is deep though.
Yeah, I feel like it like drops off.
There's no like Newport. You can walk out there. Like there's a sandbar. Like Newport, it gets deep and then it gets shallow again.
You know, it'd be cool if you had. There's like a bar, a sandbar, like an actual.
Like they call it the sandbar.
They call it the sandbar.
I'm
sure there's a thing. Have you done like a swim up bar in a pool?
No, is it beast?
I don't know if it was in Vegas or if it was some hotel I stayed at. It was
like
just like a bar on the pool
with like the stools in the pool.
There was one in Cabo, I think, too, when I went.
Cabo San Lucas. I've never been to Mexico.
I've only been once. It was cool. It depends on where you go, because if you go to like towns that are like really rough, I feel like, I don't know, it's not as fun because I don't know, they know you're not from around there.
Yeah, probably you just gotta stay in the resort. But there's like what were we talking about? Oh yeah, because when we go surfing, no, we're talking about Balboa and Newport.
Yeah, we're swimming with dolphins and everything.
But you're just like a sandbar. Like you can go out there, it gets deep for a little bit, and then once you go past the break, you can stand again out there.
Yeah, there's kind of like.
But Balboa,
it's like
like
on dirt bikes going up. Scooby Doo.
Remember that game?
What game?
On iPod, like the dirt bike that used to go in circles.
Yeah,
and
dude,
shit.
I had this game for PlayStation 2. It was like ATVs.
I remember. Oh, ATV Mad.
What?
ATV Madness, maybe.
Oh, it might
anyway,
have been.
there's this one where you do jumps
sick.
and shit. I remember that. That was beast. Mikey had it on
Really
his little
fun
PSP.
Game. They had some rock songs on there that are pretty dope.
They don't make closing the goddamn door.
Much better to face these kinds of things. They're like, oh.
They talk they're like
Closing
and I know.
And you know.
Why so sorry today?
It's like always like, oh, you know, drinking your water.
They always do that. I don't know. Sunday, bloody
Dude,
Sunday.
Okay, you know what that reminds me of? Like, we're talking about video games, like Guitar Hero, and what's the other one? Rock
Band?
Band?
But it's the same thing, just
Dude,
with drums.
okay.
Listen, I was a god at Guitar Hero.
Okay, listen.
I was a beast.
We can both play guitar now.
I was a beast at Guitar Hero.
Listen to what I'm...
So don't give me...
Listen. Ooh. I'm saying something right now.
Okay,
so
go.
Better listen closely.
Go, please.
I'm gonna carry on. So we can both play guitar, right?
Yes.
I think playing fucking those games are harder than fucking picking up the goddamn guitar. I can't play Guitar Hero.
But it's different.
I can't play it. I suck at it.
I'm beast.
I'm not good.
I'm beast.
I can't do it.
Dude, only the original though, dude.
Like, I remember playing with some friends not too long ago, and they're like, "Oh, Donnie, just play guitar because like you know how to play it." And I
that's stupid.
I know, but it's like they're really good at. They have like the drums, the singing. They have like a bass and all that shit. And then I picked up a guitar. I sucked.
Cause it's buttons, dude. You know they have a guitar video game where you plug in your actual guitar.
Dude, that's beast.
So it teaches you. You plug in your actual guitar and it's Guitar Hero with your electric guitar.
See, now that's cool.
But that's a learning thing. That's not a video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like if they made a video game that intricate to where you can like pick individual notes and like strum and stuff, that would be sick.
That's beast.
Because then like it would be a fun way to learn too. Like you could.
Yeah. And it would be just for like, it wouldn't be like, yeah, it's just not buttons. It's like you're actually like learning. They have it, I said.
Where is it?
I gotta get. Why do we always make noises?
You know, like when fucking they just.
I made that noise. It got me.
You ever watch Scooby Doo?
Scooby Doo was beast.
Swaggy.
Like zoinks.
Dude, I don't know how the fuck you do those impressions.
Dude, that's good. That show is good. It was that. I used to watch Scooby Doo, the old Scooby Doo though.
But sometimes when they're going to look for shit or like they're trying to find the bad people and like they like see them and then they try to like sneak around and then like they
take off the
characters pretend like they don't see them. It's like fucking.
It's a cartoon, Donnie. It's a cartoon.
No shit, Sherlock.
Like what?
Well, that's like when people were watching movies or TV shows. They're like, "Oh my gosh, like it's a fucking show."
Well, it's like you're saying Dumbo. I can't watch that. I'm not letting my son watch that. That's not realistic. No shit. It's a flying elephant.
You don't think an elephant can fly?
I'll make you fly.
If it had wings, you don't think it could fly?
Dude, imagine that. Like, what if animals were different?
What?
Like, what if an elephant wasn't the elephant?
Santino, and what if I wasn't Donnie?
But what if the elephant wasn't like the elephant that it is?
You mean it called it by a different name? I'm so confused
like,
at what you're saying.
The elephants were not what they are today. Like, what if they had wings today? Like, what if animals were different?
And what if I was 7 foot and I could jump really high? I would be in the NBA.
Okay, forget it. I need to drink some Ross Purified drinking water.
Oh. I almost forgot about our sponsor. We got a new label on this one, which I usually don't have over my house.
The new merch design.
It's actually a really cool design, but this is Ralph's Purified Drinking Water. 16.9 fluid ounces. The CRV in California and Oregon is 10 cents. And is distributed by the Kroger Company in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Non-BPA packaging. Thank you, Ross Purified Drinking Water. Oh, he's with us. Anyway, back to elephants.
Dude, those things are fucking massive.
I think, what's the biggest one? African elephant, I think.
I don't know the different types, but
I feel like an African elephant is fat.
I just feel like if you saw that shit, which I think I have in the zoo, but it's been a long time, that thing is massive. You know how big of a shit that thing takes?
I think there is this comedian, I forgot what he said. I think, I forgot his name. But he's like, imagine if we were still part of the food chain. Like, you know how shitty that would be?
Yeah, like you had to like fight for survival.
Like, what if we were walking down?
Someone's hunting you down.
Like, we've come to a point where humans. Why are you looking at me? My lips chapped?
I don't know. You keep fucking with your lips. You're like.
Because I slept with the fan and the air conditioner. Dude, I gotta like chap it.
I need that humidifier you have.
Oh, it's beast.
I like sometimes in the middle of the night because I have the AC running so much, my throat is like
all that. I have the
parchment
humidifier.
Paper.
Bitching. It's like I'm a child rebirthing from the womb.
Where'd you get that? Because I really need
Walgreens?
one. Walgreens. I'll have to check it out because I can't wake up another morning and my throat's like
And
I feel like I have coronavirus.
Finally at 12 o'clock, didn't it?
No, if I drink water right when I get up, and like do a little.
You know when you know the like your morning taste in your mouth where that shit's just like
yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We're talking about elephants and how massive shits they take.
No.
And you said some guy.
Oh, we're talking about a comedian. That comedian who's like, imagine you're part of the food chain.
Oh.
Like, dude, imagine going to work and there's just a freaking cheetah.
Why are you mad right now?
Imagine going to work and there's a cheetah chasing
how fast
your
those
ass down.
cheetahs are?
Like 65.
I can run that fast.
Donnie, no, but I'm like on the freeway and there's just a cheetah hauling.
That would be insane.
Like, you know, scared. Like, we've come to like a point to where we took over that shit. Like, we were like, all right.
We're big dogs on campus.
We're like, if something happened, we were destroyed. We would be at the lowest of lows on the food chain.
Dude, I heard though, like elephants are really smart. Is that true?
Would they paint and stuff?
Yeah, because they can paint fucking pictures. Like, if you don't tell me that art's not worth a lot from an elephant painting that shit, and fucking
elephants are lame.
Julio Perez and Robert Kiyosaki and John Gershom and Paul Ryan.
I feel like
they paint shit, and you're telling me that shit's worth $4,000 and an elephant paints the fucking scenery.
Dude, some of those things just
is not worth a lot.
Dude, that thing just like imagine walking down the street and you just get that as your car horn
instead of a rooster. When you're in the country, you get a freaking elephant. Just
if you're in like Australia. Do you want to go on like a? I feel like that would be cool to go on like a safari. I've been to Disneyland before, blah blah. I knew you were gonna say that shit, so don't give me. That was the next thing out of your mind.
It's not. That's not.
That was it.
No.
What?
It wasn't it. There's the.
Have you ever seen the backside of water?
San Diego has a zoo, but they also have a animal park.
I'm talking about you're going in that shit.
No, but like you're going in shit with a car, and it's like a huge place, and you're seeing a bunch of animals in the basically in the wild because it's massive. But I get what you're saying.
I'm talking about
you're going
traveling.
Like you're going to Africa.
You're in that shit.
You're in the fucking
Sahara, dude.
And the lion's just fucking creeping out.
Serengeti, and that's just like, like what would you do? You know how big that paw is? That's like
yeah, that thing would just destroy you.
You know their tongue has teeth on it. Have you seen that?
No.
A lion's tongue has reversed teeth.
What's your favorite animal?
I don't like animals.
Do you have like a favorite though? I don't. This answer is the same reason why I don't. I have a favorite color, per se, but I don't.
I really don't give a shit.
Does that make any sense?
I just don't care.
Like when I was younger, it's like, oh, boys like blue and red and whatever.
You like pink?
So I had blue, but why is blue my favorite color? I don't know. Like what
red,
the fuck is a favorite color?
Black. But.
My favorite animal is a tiger, though. It's always been mine.
Tigers are kind of lame.
Like those things are freaking beastoses, though.
They're kind of lame.
Yeah, I don't know. I
feel like either a bird. Like imagine being like a hawk.
Imagine being a fucking pterodactyl.
Imagine being like an eagle. Like you're just with your talons. You're just.
All right. Would you rather be an eagle or a pterodactyl?
Well, I thought we were talking about animals alive.
Alive?
Shark would be kind of lit. Tell me a shark would not be cool to be. You're just.
Yeah, but you're just like fucking swooping around. I would like to be in. I would like to be up in the air. I think a bird would be cool.
You know what trips me out? Platypus.
Perry the platypus.
I don't know how to do that, but platypus are weird. Why do you keep looking at me?
I don't know. I'm looking at you. You're having a conversation with me, so I'm fucking looking at you.
Do I have like stuff on me?
Well, you keep.
Because my lips are chapped.
Okay.
Ass.
Well, you're asking why I'm looking at you, and we're having a conversation. You're licking your lips, so I'm looking at you. What do you want me to stare at the camera like this for 4 hours?
All right. Platypus are cool. Octopi, dude. Octopus are weird.
I'm gonna look at the camera for a little bit.
Jellyfish. You know jellyfish don't have brains.
You don't have one either. So wow. You guys are too into putty.
Shut the hell up.
Jellyfish. Get stung by one of those bastards too. It doesn't. I feel like it doesn't hurt as bad as a stingray.
I feel like that was more like heat. Like it's hot. Stingray hurt like a son of a bitch. I feel like that hurts more than the
Yeah, probably.
jellies.
Little jelly.
What are those called? Portuguese Man of War? That thing will tear you open.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
The type of jellyfish? Portuguese Man of War?
Portuguese Man of War.
That's what they're in like Cabo and stuff. It's a son of a bitch.
Do you just like research all this shit?
No, I like it.
You like it, so you're just like, oh, yeah, that's a Portuguese man of fucking shit. Cool.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I think it's cool. I'm just saying you do a lot of like
the falcons around us here.
Okay, you definitely did research on it. You watched some National Geographic bullshit. There's no way you're gonna like, oh, the falcons around here,
peregrine?
They're peregrine. They have like long talons and their beak is extra. It's like no.
Peregrine falcons. Those are the ones that are around here.
Okay, dude, have you ever seen fucking
son of a bitch
fly? Dude, one of those hawks.
Even crows are pretty damn big.
Have you seen a fucking hawk? How big their wingspan? It's bigger than mine.
Dude, one time I have to tell you a story. It was me and my friends Joshua and JJ. They used to live around the corner from me.
Don't they listen, right? I know Joshua. He commented on one of the.
I don't know if JJ does.
Podcasts. Shout out. Thank you, bud.
Anyway,
for supporting.
They'll remember this story. We were riding our bikes one time, and we heard this like, and we're like, "What the hell?" We're like, "That's on the ground somewhere," and it was like,
"That's peacocks over here."
And we're like, "What the?" So we kept looking around. We kept hearing it, and we looked in our neighbor's bushes. There was a crow. There was a crow laying down in the
dude. Honestly, crows.
In the agapanthus.
Crows are kind of trippy.
Grody.
They're a little grody.
Aren't they people's souls? They say.
I don't know. They like feast on like dead animals that are scattered, like squirrels and all that shit that are run over.
They're scavengers. It's like I feel like they're the descendants of a vulture or something.
Yeah, that would make sense. They're just kind of strange.
Anyway, there's this crow laying down. Its wing was broken. Mikey's like pissing like a racehorse right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's loud.
And the wall's not that
anyway
thick, so you can hear him.
So the wing was broken. So we got a box and we put him in the box. And we kept him. And then Joshua and them called like animal whatever. I would have just threw him in the dumpster. Said fuck him. But they call animal control, bring him over.
Are there different? Are they only black crows, or are there different colors?
I think there's crows black. If I'm not
like crows,
mistaken.
just black crow.
Crows are gnarly. Crows are scary, dude.
Dude, honest, there's like obviously we're talking about.
I mean,
I just hear that at night. Fucking, they're talking. Peacocks talking in between trees. Those things can fly.
Dude, I didn't know they could fly till like a couple years ago when I saw that son of a bitch go.
No, they can fly. Like they have nests.
Like they don't fly,
dude.
But they can't. They're not traveling.
Look at that tree out there.
Yeah.
They fly to the top of that tree.
But they're not flying. Does that make sense? Like they'll get up there. It's like a chicken.
A chicken's not gonna get up in that tree.
No. But
no, they're not.
But a peacock doesn't like fly like a goose does.
Well, no shit.
That's what I'm saying. They are able to get.
Well, they're not gonna just sit there and start fucking traveling migration style.
That's what I'm saying. They can get up, but they're not like.
They can get up if they wanted to fly, and they could. They would.
If they could. They would.
They could. They would. But all I hear at night is.
They
like,
do
shut
that,
the fuck up! It's like, shut up, dude. I'm trying to sleep right now. You guys are making calls.
Where did peacock come from? Making calls.
I don't know. But we have this arboretum here, and they're just festering over there. I feel like someone brought from somewhere.
Yeah, the dude who's found her.
They like fucking carried it on the plane, and they just came over.
Aren't they
or
from
in like
Hawaii?
maybe a horse and buggy, and they're just.
I feel like they're from Hawaii. Peacocks are from Hawaii, though.
Dude, I don't know where they're
natively.
I mean, they
It's like
could
Up.
be.
Remember
I
that
have
movie?
no idea.
Remember that movie Up? That was a fat peacock, dude.
Dude, you ever want to do that with a bunch of balloons? Just go. Keep filling them up. Didn't they try to do that on Mythbusters?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they did.
And it's like a stupid amount of balloons.
But you gotta like fill up so many balloons.
I mean, obviously you can, but it's gonna take so much.
You ever want to fly in like a hot air balloon?
That shit's scary, dude.
I know.
That's like a
trips me out.
zeppelin. Imagine going on a zeppelin.
What the hell's a zeppelin?
A blimp.
Why'd you just call it a zeppelin?
Because it's called a zeppelin. Like a passenger blimp is a zeppelin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like the Hindenburg.
I feel like both of those things are scary.
Dude, imagine
But I feel like a hot air balloon, it's just like...
I don't trust, first of all.
It's just hot air's being... Like, fire's just being...
Well, it's like those lanterns. Like those lanterns.
And then that shit goes out and you're like, well...
Well, we're going down. Well, it won't just fall, right?
Well, it won't just fall, but I mean, eventually... What if a hole pokes through the shit?
Then it releases the hot air. I don't know. It's kind of cool to think, though.
No, I've heard a lot of people have had really catastrophic events happen.
From a hot air balloon?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really... It's kind of, like, basic, if you think about it. It's kind of
it is basic, but it's like... I don't even... Can you even control where you're going?
Well, you just add more heat.
I know, but can you, like, venture off in certain directions?
Well, there's a propeller on the back, obviously. It's not just going to be, let's go.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I don't know. It's just... I feel like it's scary. Is that your phone?
Yeah, and it's over there because I'm not allowed to use it. But I feel like there's a propeller on the back of them.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some type of way to get direction, but I don't know how.
Because on a blimp, dude, blimps are... That's an invention, let me tell you.
Yeah. But, well, like, why would you... I don't know. I can't even, like...
It's not... You know what it is, right? It's just that little thing at the bottom.
Yeah, it's just a little... Like,
the rest of it's what's, like, going.
But, like, why don't you just go in a helicopter?
Helicopters are bad. I went on one with the Grand Canyon.
I know. That trips me out, too.
There's a lot of helicopter accidents.
It's like Kobe, like...
Yeah, but I feel like there's...
Man, that was brutal. That was...
Dude,
that was my childhood... That was like my whole childhood. Dude, basketball was my favorite. And little Kobe Bryant. But he's up there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do any of those. I get nervous just traveling in an airplane.
I feel like... Yeah,
like, I want my feet to be on ground.
Yeah.
That's like when we go surf, we say a little prayer before we enter the water because you gotta be safe.
You have to. Make sure you gotta touch dry shit again. But...
It's true. It's very, very, very true.
That's crazy. Like a blimp, like...
What is the blimp filled with? Is it just hot air or is it?
No, it's a certain type of gas. So what happened on the Hindenburg?
It's not like helium or some shit. It's like some different type of gas, right?
It might be helium. It might be, but I know that on the Hindenburg they put a certain type of gas in there. I want to say nitrogen, but I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
Okay, how?
The Hindenburg
I'm trying to word this.
The Hindenburg they put a certain type of gas to make it go right, and it caught fire. And it crashed. The Hindenburg, whatever.
But is a blimp good for just kind of like staying stationary, like around
they use it.
something?
The Goodyear blimp. They use it at like
they use it at like football games, like yeah.
I feel like it's good. It's just you're chilling up there. I don't know why they use a blimp.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, maybe because it's a big place to put an advertisement. It's the most surface area flying thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Blimp. It's kind of a cool thing.
I'm a pimp, dog. P-I-M-P.
But
I don't know what you heard about me. You can't get $1 out of me.
I don't know what that is sometimes.
P-I-M-P?
Nope.
I forgot. You never listened to that shit growing up because you're a little young and dungin'.
I'll get a blimp. Imagine having a blimp. How you getting? We'll take my blimp.
Dude, that's the thing. When they store that shit, is it blown or is it just like does it fucking just collapse?
It's like a balloon. I don't know.
And
it's probably
fucking
collapsible.
park it somewhere.
No, I feel like it's like a structural thing. Like there has to be metal.
Yeah, there has
structure.
to. Yeah, because it can't just be like a fucking balloon.
I don't think that works like that.
There has to be like structure. But I feel like that's so massive. Like I feel like it's obviously bigger than a helicopter.
Well, it's put in an air hangar.
I mean, it's pretty big just to fucking fly around.
Well, look at a freaking aircraft carrier, dude, on the water. That shit's massive.
Yeah, dude, some planes are so big.
747s are fat.
Fatty fat, dude.
Like, those are big, dude. Imagine I couldn't be a pilot.
Yeah, that's sketch.
No way in hell.
It's just like, I
That's
don't know.
like
I guess
anxiety
nervous.
levels.
Dude, I don't know about you, but like, maybe you're so high above that you can't really. I just feel like there's like, what if you have shit like in your way? Can't see what's going on.
Well, that's what happens. Have you seen when
like
those geese and shit get in the engines, dude?
Engines.
Thomas the Train Engine? Have you ever watched that?
Thomas the Train?
Thomas the
I
Train?
did a video with your sister, question and answer that's going up on the vlog channel. She was trying to guess my middle name because she didn't know what it was.
Don Thomas the Train Hillier.
So I gave her a hint, but I didn't like want to give it away. So I just said it's a cartoon that I watched when I was young. And then she was like, she guessed like, what the fuck did she guess? She guessed your middle name. She's like, is it the same as Santino's? And I'm like, no.
Oh.
Yours is Michael, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. She didn't get it. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Thomas the Train.
Thomas the Train. Dude, that was...
Dude, Thomas the Train,
that was kind of a good show.
Shit was lit, bro.
Like the conductor, that narrator was like...
Do you remember any of the other names?
No, it was a green... I feel like there was a blue train, which was Thomas. There's a red train and a green
Dude, those things
train.
went to work. They're just...
Thomas, the train engine.
And they came back, they're like all fucking tired and shit.
The tracks have been broken.
You know, like Bob the Builder? Okay, Mikey. My brother
Of course he jumped at the same time. He's playing Warzone right now.
We're playing Xbox.
In the gulag.
And he's like, this lag sucks.
Relax.
It's like, dude, calm down. Our internet does blow here.
It's really bad. It sucks my ass. I'm sorry.
Well, yours is not any better.
No, mine's good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Better than this.
No, it depends on where you're at in your house. Because if you have certain
anywhere
location,
but in here.
Well, because I don't know why.
Why is it in your room?
Because when we set this Wi-Fi up, it was like years ago.
When
and
you had a computer.
No one else like did computer shit. Like Mikey was in like fucking kindergarten. And Nico was like,
yeah.
I'm like the only one that really needed any type of computer. Because my mom would just didn't need to work from home at all. And she didn't even, like, that's when like phones weren't even like smartphones. They were just like little flipper dipper phones. I had a razor, dude. That shit was lit, fam.
I have a razor. Shave my balls with it. You don't have an internet cable anywhere else? Like the connection?
I don't know. This house, it's all set up weird. So we got to figure that out. Because we got to get a new internet provider because it's just not working out as of now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jelly bean?
Don't say that.
Dude. Let me just close the door because it's like loud. For us, at least.
Relax for 5 seconds, dude. Dude, this is getting shot me.
Dude, that's free.
Relax.
That's what I hear all night. Sometimes I'm trying to go to sleep and he's playing at like 2 a.m. I'm like, dude.
Okay, I couldn't. I'll slap him across the face.
I hear, and I hear, dude, you should have got him. The fucking lag. And I'm like, all right. I'm just trying to have a dormir right now. I'm just trying to sleep.
Try to have a dormir. Is that why they're called dorms?
What? Dormitorio? Isn't that room in Spanish?
Cuadro?
No.
Cuadro.
No.
Cuadro.
Cuadro is not.
No, cuadro. Is cuadro?
No, like my room though is my dormitorio. Dormitorio.
Dormitorio?
You know it is.
It might be. I don't know. I know cuadro is like quarters.
They might have.
That's like Nacho Libre, dude.
Dude,
would you like to join me in my quarters for some toast?
Dude, okay, Nacho Libre though
that's the greatest movie ever.
No,
So
it's like
good. So good.
But it's that type of movie where it's like dumb humor.
But I can watch it every day. Get that corn out of my face. So good. Get out of here.
It's all right.
I've had diarrhea since Easter.
It's because you're 12 still. So
12 inches deep
in your mom. You know what they do that?
Yeah.
It's like 12 in your mom.
I don't even know, dude. That's
little peek. What isn't that from? That's like one of the ringtones. You know? Bing, ding. What's it? Wee-hoo.
What was? Oh shit! You know that one that's just like, I hate when people have that, dude. It's like, ding. It's just like a long ass ding, dude. It doesn't need to be that long. You haven't heard that?
I hate when you call someone and they still have like Beethoven.
Oh, it is.
They do,
on their ring, on their phone,
on their like
feet release. Please wait. Your party. We will be with your party shortly.
And then it cuts off because it restarts the ringtone again.
And then it's like, oh, they're going through, and then it's like,
you think they're gonna answer it because it pauses and like, thank you so much for
It does.
It's like, fuck, dude, just have a normal.
Just have a normal.
How does it go? There's like a certain dial tone.
What's it? What?
You never had that though growing up. So like for me,
I never used a phone prior to 2020.
no, I'm talking about internet, Tio.
Well, we had to use the phone for the internet.
Dial up, we used to plug the shit cable into the thing and it would go. It would like fucking. I forget the sound.
You were even a little young for
but
that.
Like, beep, beep, beep,
You're even a little young to remember.
It's like, fuck, dude.
But you're even a little too young for that, though.
Yeah, but it was like, I remember
That's like 80s, 90s.
No, dude, the internet came out like for the public use. It was in the 90s that people started using.
You know, War Games? Have you ever seen that movie? The same dude from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Dude, talking about Rush Hour? You need to watch War Games.
I don't know.
It's this kid who...
War Games.
It's this kid who has like plays this internet game and he cracks into the government. It's so good.
Why have I... That sounds so familiar.
What's that dude from?
But it's like... It's older, right? It's similar to
it's
like...
in the 80s. It was
you know what? I think I've seen it.
It was the same dude from Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't remember like. It's so vague. I just remember that storyline.
It's a good movie, War Games. Or dude, wasn't there a movie like that? I don't remember. I don't know either.
I was about to say something and you screwed me up a little bit.
What?
I don't know.
Say it.
Well, I'm trying to think. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. This is not what I was thinking of, but you know when like you're on your phone,
Because I'm not allowed to.
during these podcasts, you're not at all.
Okay, go.
I'm just kidding. I might give you the permission back. You ever on your phone and then you have to do something on another app or in something else, and you're still scrolling on something like Instagram or whatnot, and then like it's like 10 seconds later and you're like, fuck, I forgot what I was about to do. Or is that just me?
That's you.
Do I have problems?
That's fully you, because I've never came across that.
No, do you ever like okay, and like I gotta check this thing, but I gotta scroll through Instagram a little bit more, and then you're like, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna do after this.
No.
That's not good.
I don't recall having a moment.
I might have problems.
Like Dory.
No, I'm serious. It's a serious issue.
Like Dory.
You never have that though? I was talking to your sister and she's like, I have that sometimes.
It's all a lie.
You've never had that where you're in one app. Well, have you been in one app and then you close it out and you go back into the same app?
Yes. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
What the hell was
I don't know, dude.
What was that, dude?
I'm like losing it here.
I'm sweating right now.
It's hot. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Oh, it's so hot.
Dude, I think I have issues I gotta look into. I swear, dude. Sometimes I'm sitting there.
I'm so lost right now. What you said, I got my eye right now.
You're never on your phone like this, right? Let me log into this bad boy, and you're just like you're scrolling through, and you're like, oh shoot, I gotta text someone back, and then you're like, no, but I gotta scroll through this for a little bit longer, and then like you're through it, and you're like, fuck, I was supposed to do something, but I forgot.
I mean, maybe, but it's not like a normal thing that happens.
Well, it doesn't happen like all the time.
Okay, well, then you're fine. It's like when you go do something and then you go in the kitchen and you're like, fuck, like, what was I going to do here?
Yeah, you walk into a room.
That happens when you're tired, though. It's like exhaustion. I do that a lot when I'm like tired, having stuff like, fuck, what? Or you go in the room and then you come back and you're like, didn't even go in the room to get what I wanted to get.
I did that the other day.
You go in the room and then you get something and then you go sit down and you're like, dude, it's not what I wanted to get.
I was going on a run the other day, right? I ate something, got water, blah, 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 put everything down. I was going to come up to my room to get my AirPods. I grabbed something else, like my keys to open my car to get something. Came back down, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot my AirPods.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. Weird?
Do you what are you looking at over there? Is there something interesting?
Time and space.
We should just whisper for the rest of the episode.
What if the clock was never invented?
Little ASMR.
What?
Does it sound weird if we talk like this all the time?
Stop.
What if the clock was what?
Never invented. Like, what if the Aztecas, they were like, bro, they're like.
Well, I mean, people would just use, people used to use the sun.
What if they never did that?
There wasn't always a clock.
You a dumbass?
You think Jesus pulled out a fucking clock?
Rolex? No.
Like he had a rollie on his wrist. He's like, "Yo, John, it's a 3:15."
No. That's funny.
He did not do that, dude. They sun tell time. Like the sun's
but what if
here.
they never figured it out?
You know how good they probably were at reading where the sun was and what time it was?
They just come out like, oh, sun's there.
They're like, they stand in the same direction, like facing whatever way. I think they would probably face south.
What time is it? 9:36? No, and 4 more seconds.
They're looking. It's like, oh, yep, 20. Oh, yep, 4 o'clock.
Time's up, boys. Get back to your dirt hole to go sleep.
Can you imagine that? Well, Jesus is just like
vibing.
So don't give me the whole, what if clocks weren't invented? I mean, right now it'd be weird because we depend on it a lot, but they survived.
As Albert Einstein said.
I kind of wish that I was woken up by like roosters or some shit.
What the hell are you talking about? You're gonna wake up. That's what you're gonna hear.
There's valleys and shit on this waves.
That's what you're gonna hear.
Well, I mean, it's better than hearing ding ding. Like I don't even know my. I'm gonna put on my alarm.
Dude, my alarm is nuclear.
I'm gonna
warning.
set an alarm, and I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like.
My alarm is nuclear.
Let me just show you. I'm gonna set an alarm, and once it goes off, you're gonna hear.
You know what nuclear warning is?
What this sounds like?
My shit is like, oh, okay, something's gonna happen.
Dude, I had this one app called Sleep Cycle.
It's still on there.
Yeah, it's still on here. It's kind of cool. So like you put it, and it's better now because they picked up microphones, so it like listens to you while you sleep.
Okay, that sends it straight to freaking the government.
Well, and what are they gonna sound me here going? But I used to put it on my bed, and when it sensed movement, it would tell you like if you're in deep sleep or not. But it would wake you up. I just closed it.
It was that main one. I would sleep right there.
No, but it would wake you up gradually. So like if you had to get up at 7:30, you would have to give like I think a 30-minute gap. So like you would set it from 7 to 7:30, and it would slowly wake you up when you were in your lightest sleep. It worked like a beast. And I stopped using it.
I don't know. I have 6, 6:37, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. And it's full blasting, just alarm systems. Armageddon.
The more important the
purge.
Okay, hold on. The more important the next day is, the more alarms are set.
I have purge sounds.
So if you got to just like, it's casual. You just got to go somewhere with your buddies.
Sometimes I don't even set an alarm.
It's like, all right, I'm going to set 1, maybe 2. Now, if you got to go the first day of school or some important event going on.
About 2 hours prior.
You got 10 alarms going off every 10 minutes.
It is, dude.
Or else you're not waking up properly.
I wish I was woken up by roosters.
I don't know. I think it would be
that
cool.
That shit wouldn't wake you up.
It wouldn't wake me up.
No.
Well, if you had them in your backyard.
What if the rooster didn't do anything? Then you're fucked.
But I feel like they do it at a very, very similar time every morning.
Until it gets eaten by a coyote one night?
I just messed up my throat.
Imagine that. You have like a job interview. Fucking rooster gets eaten by a coyote the night before. What are you going to do? Go to your boss and be like, I couldn't make the interview. My rooster got killed.
Well, I mean, you can have like a backup alarm.
My rooster got killed last night. The boss is going to be like, what the fuck? You what? You were late because your rooster was killed? You're fired.
I'd like to be on a schedule where I wake up naturally every morning, except like it's all over the place. Sometimes I can't sleep, and it's just like everything's thrown off.
This morning I was late for that Zoom meeting.
I hate.
We talked about this. You're just like.
I hate that you wake up too fast and you just
movement happening.
You don't. There's just so much movement going on. What's that? Do that one more time. What does it sound like? Sounds like a little like baby, like fucking animal trying to call for help. Look at your. You see your mouth right now. It's like a seal.
We're getting delusional.
We're getting really delusional on this shit. This is because once we go past this hour mark on this podcast, it starts getting a little silly dilly. A little silly McGilly. Or you ever do that? You're like going past cars and just with your window down.
It is. And then there's like a bunch of them. Cool. It's cool shit. Sometimes you ever sit and then you just have bird flapping?
Yes. It's only one ear though.
Dude, it's like a little flutter. I get scared. I don't know. Sometimes I'm sitting on the computer and all I hear is.
But do you ever get in your ears like a little pitch? Just
yeah, it's just like.
It's like. Boo, boo.
I get that.
It's just
sometimes.
like in ears. Every time I say that though, Nani always says like someone's talking about you.
Oh, that's when your ears get red.
When your ears ring.
No, when your ears get hot.
No, they say if your ears ring.
No, they say if your ears get hot.
They say if your hand itches, you're a bitch. Isn't there another thing too? If your hand itches?
No, it's if you have that little white thing on your nail.
And if you have long hair and you grow a little squirrel around your neck, on your chin.
A squirrel?
Have you seen those videos where they're like, put this on your chin. Put this on your chin. They do that. They're like copy me. Put this on your chin.
I'm lost.
And then they're like this. They're like, no, put this on your chin. And they're like, I am doing it.
That's stupid. That's like, can you poke your head through this hole?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh!
All right, this is delusional point.
This section is bad. Anyway,
we are going to end this podcast for today.
Stay tuned for more stuff.
Thank you so much for listening. And
follow us on Instagram, comment, share, like, rate, swipe up for rate/TBH. No, none of that bullshit.
I'm not gonna even say anything else because
anyway, we're gonna be doing Patreon pretty soon. That'll be up. I'm not really good at explaining things.
Yeah, it's okay, Santino. We all have our faults. We all have our defaults. But yeah, we're gonna be launching this Patreon page, which is already up. You'll get our morning show on some membership tiers. You'll get early access to some of our episodes a week before it goes live on YouTube and all of the listening platforms such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But we'll catch you guys next time.
It wouldn't be on default. Default would be your automatic stuff.
Thank you for listening to That Bothers Me.
Whatever. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more to come.
Peace out. Laters.